Everybody, welcome to our podcast. I'm Vit, and our podcast is called
Memory Club Podcast.
And you want to introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm James. I'm his partner. We're gonna be just talking about, our random memories that we feel like are interesting or kind of educational. And so, yeah.
Yeah, so first we'll just go over why we wanted to kind of do this podcast. For me, at least, I wanted to do this podcast just because I like a little bit of storytelling, and then also I feel like it's really nice to just like reflect on these memories, and it's really good to like learn from them. Like if you talk about them and just reflect on them and just share kind of, and it's a little bit entertainment as well, right? Because like some of these memories, they're kind of silly. So like you look at your past, sometimes it's cringy, sometimes like you're like, oh dang, why did I do that? But yeah. So what about you?
For me, it's like a multiple of things. Honestly, one, it is like a little bit unrelated. It's just like a more personal goal. It's like I wanted to start a project and wanted to start a project that I can invest time in because I haven't done that in a while. Where like I want to put in like invest my energy and time into something to like create something. So I thought like creating a podcast would be fun just because I feel like we have a lot of conversations that are like really fun. I think sometimes like some of the topics and ideas that we just kind of just talk amongst ourselves. I don't know, maybe every single friend group thinks they're the funniest, but I feel like our group talks about some funny stuff that we can really talk about, and I feel like other people could learn or enjoy listening to. So yeah, that's one of the key reasons why I wanted to do this.
Yeah, and then also another thing is, like you were saying, like just to start something, just to kind of like as a project. I think that's cool too. Another thing is for me, I'm trying to build consistency. So like I think this like if we do like something consistent, I'm just trying to like reach out to all my friends and hey, let's do something. Let's do something consistent. Just like work on each other, like with each other. So like yeah. Another thing is kind of have this thing like we're gonna get something like every kind of episode. So right now we're drinking boba. I got jasmine milk tea. What'd you get?
I kind of got one of my favorites is tiger milk. Tiger sugar milk tea.
Okay.
50% sugar.
Okay.
I always get regular ice. I know a lot of people like to get their light ice, but I don't know. I feel like regular ice, it works.
Yeah, sometimes I get less ice and then it's too hot. Sometimes it's like, and then you're like, oh, I don't really want to drink this.
Yeah. Like the bottom is cold and then
Yeah.
the top is warm still.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I like full ice.
Okay.
All right. So shall we get to our main topic
Yeah.
of the day?
So you want to introduce our topic?
Yeah. So our first topic is going to be what is your like go-to move when you want to woo a girl? It's like something that you do to like impress or like you want to like attract a girl that you're really interested in. So you want to go first?
Yeah, so how we're gonna structure this too? I'll just go ahead and share a point. It's kind of like a book club, but it's like a memory. We're sharing a memory. So I'm going to share a memory, and then we're going to like discuss it. James is probably going to like say what he would do if he was in my situation. And that's pretty much it. And then he'll share his memory, and then I'll give some, I guess, insights on what I would do if I was in his position. So here we go then. So I guess one of the ways I like woo people, I guess, is I like to kind of like show them how much I really care about them. And a way I do that is to like kind of like give a gift to someone. So this is when I started using dating apps. Like right out of undergrad, I was like trying to like start up dating again. So I started using Tinder like way back when it was like in beta. These are like the earlier days of Tinder. So It was
Good
like
old
when it
days.
was like really good. It was like the golden days of Tinder. But I talked to this girl, and I was just like, we were just talking, and we kind of clicked. We had like a little bit of like a click, and then I was actually in Colorado at the time for grad school. So this is like the first time I'm dating again. I didn't really know, like, I didn't really have that much experience. So going back into it, I was like, hey, so do you want to meet up? What's going on? And, like, I kind of like scheduled a date, and this girl was like, yeah, we could meet up, but I'm going to bring my friends. And I thought that was kind of weird. I thought that was kind of weird. I was like, okay. And I was like, if you're going to bring friends, I'm going to bring friends then. So we kind of like brought like a couple of friends, and then I brought a couple of friends, and then we just had like kind of like a group date, or like, like,
Is that even a date at that point?
I guess not, but it like we met on a dating app, you know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
yeah. So our intentions were to like date. So
Okay.
at that point, yeah, it was kind of weird, but we kind of hit it off. But then I went back to Denver for grad school, and it was kind of hard to kind of keep in touch. So during that time, we would just Skype, and we would play a game, Borderlands. You know Borderlands, right?
Yeah, the shooting game.
Yeah. So at the time, Borderlands 2, it was kind of like not new, but it was like, still relevant a little bit. And we would play that a lot. And do you know like the shield modules in Borderlands 2?
Shield modules? Yeah.
Yeah. So I found one, like a legendary shield one time, and I gave it to her. And wait. That's not the thing though. That's not the like actual gift though. Okay. So then like I kind of in order to like express like my affection for her, I kind of made I 3D printed that shield, that exact shield module, and I like put a jewel in it, and I actually like painted it. And
wow, that is some work right there.
And I even made like a scavenger hunt, like, and I like sent it to her. And then like she really liked it, and I actually like sent it with like a letter too. Like, do you want to see what the letter said? Let me see if I can.
Yeah,
find
sure. You have it still?
Let me pull it up.
Was it handwritten?
Yeah, I handwritten it, but like when I write letters, sometimes I just like kind of type it out on my phone. Sometimes just to like get a like brainstorm, just like brainstorm.
Like and
then
like
I
a rough
write it out.
draft.
Yeah. So it's like, hey, unnamed girl, of course. One of my favorite stories that you shared was when you said a burglar broke into your home, and that after that you didn't feel protected anymore. Well, I got you the shield. It's not much, but it'll probably protect you from scrub burglars. It's the same shield that I accidentally traded you. LOLLL. Anyways, I just wanted to show you how much I really like you. You always make me laugh with your silliness. I try to reciprocate because I like seeing your pretty eyes and your cute smile crescent up. I was wondering if you would go out with me.
Damn.
This is like a little bit cringy, right? It was like, I don't even
All
know.
the guys out there, you guys taking notes? This is how you get a girl, all right? This man, he's teaching you how to get girls.
No, it's but anyways, okay. Let's go back to what happened, right? So then basically she really liked it. She was like,
I mean, she must have. It's funny, it's thoughtful, it's
but she was like, we kind of talked over Skype, and then she was like, hey man, this girl was kind of like a tomboy, but she was like, hey man, hey dude, I really like the gift, but you know me, like I'm not a like long distance relationship isn't really logical.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, okay, I got shut down. I was like, whatever, it's fine, But
Yeah.
of course, I still like the girl, so I still like wanted to hang out with her. So we continued to hang out, and she actually invited me to hang out with her and visit her during like my spring break. And then like I invited her, like she wanted to hang out during her spring break as well. So she came out to Colorado, and again, she brought her friends. She brought like two other friends, and it was cool. I showed her around. Like we went to like different places, but I didn't make a move because at that time I like didn't know what to do. Like I was like super shy. I was like, yeah, I didn't know how to go about like things like that. But at the very last like kind of second, right when she was at the airport, I was like, I gotta do something. Like I gotta make a move,
Came all the way here.
Yeah, she already came out here to see me, and I'm not doing anything. So I kind of stared at her right before she left, and then she's like, "Don't you fucking dare! Don't you fucking dare!" But yeah,
Oh no.
but yeah, we kissed, and then she just like flew back to California, right?
Wait, what did she mean? What did she meant by what? Don't you fucking dare then?
She was just like, "Don't you fucking dare do this," because like like
Oh,
like
I see.
she's like, "Don't like put feelings." I don't know. But I mean,
I feel
it
like
wasn't
if you did, she would have been like, okay, honestly.
Well, we did kiss because it was like a
Yeah.
mutual kiss,
Yeah.
But
I
anyways,
mean, I hope it's not one-sided.
oh my gosh. But anyways, so she came back and then she like texted me. She's like, "Hey, I need some time to think." And then we didn't talk for like a week. And then she randomly texted me. She's like, "Hey, I miss you. Let's, like, do you want to spend the summer with me?" So then she was like, I was like, okay. That sounds like a cool plan. I was trying to play chill, but like, I'm like hella excited. I'm like, oh dude, I get it. Like it, like my imagination was going wild. Like I was, I was like, oh dang, I'm gonna spend this like summer with this girl I really like. And yeah. So then I was just like, oh, this is gonna be like great and like wonderful. But then like she got a letter that she got accepted to another school. So she was going to like transfer to school, and the school was in the East Coast. And I was like, and then she was like, yeah, this is definitely not viable. I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then I was like, okay. Yeah.
Damn.
But then
That's heartbreaking, man.
yeah. And then I was like, oh, it was just like, at that moment, I was just like, yeah, this was like one of the moments, like one of the few times I've like simped, I guess, for a person. And like one of the first and like only times, I guess. Yeah.
Do you ever look back and think like, oh, she could have been the one?
I don't actually.
If circumstances met up?
I don't think so, because I think our personalities are actually really different. At the time, I didn't really know, or I didn't like, at the time I didn't really know what I wanted. So, but I guess at like my experience right now, probably not. I'm just gonna say probably not. Who knows? Because I don't, I don't really know for sure. But with just like my experience I've been through and what kind of like what I usually go for, it probably wouldn't work out either way. So, but it's just a cool story, I guess. I like to tell with this.
That's a fun story you could tell.
Yeah. Not gonna lie though, it kind of made me a little bit salty. Like, just like, first kind of like dating experience, or coming back dating. But it taught me a lot, actually. Just like how you can make moves, how to like kind of like progress the relationship if you really like a person, things like that. But
Dang.
yeah, I don't know. What would you kind of do if you were in this situation?
All right, honestly, you know me, dude. I'm like one of the biggest simps, you know. Like I like to simp for girls, but there is one thing that I really don't do is long distance.
Oh, I see.
So for me, I think if I weren't in that situation,
Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't have invested as much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just because I'm like a very like I have to be there with you physically, and so like just having that long distance, I think I'm like similar to what she was feeling. I think I would have been like really like tempted, and I would have been like, "Don't you fucking dare!" But then, but I want to say at least because I say one thing and I do another thing a lot of times. I do that. Like I get very emotional and I get very emotionally swayed. But
Mm-hmm.
I would say I wouldn't have chased her in that much. I think I would have just been like maybe one day like I would have been like friends with her. You know what I mean? Like you stay friends with it, like you keep in touch, so you don't take a shot at the time when the opportunities is not as viable. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So if fate just allows us to be in a similar city or like closer distance, maybe I would shoot my shot then. Um,
Wait, even if you were younger though?
I would say so. I would say even when I was younger, I was really against long distance just because I've seen it not work so many times. I personally had like a very like I had like sort of a long distance like for like a couple of like weeks, and that already like kind of deteriorated really quickly. So I would say I wouldn't do that even when I was younger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's pretty much it. You have anything else to say on this experience?
No, I just want to say like this like gotta be like very contrastingly different to my stories because like one yours is like so thoughtful and wholesome.
No,
Mine's like a very no, it's like a very wholesome and thoughtful, and then just like mine's what I was gonna talk about is like it's like a lot more gimmicky. So it's a lot shorter. So mine's like a lot like it's not really a story. So this is something that I like to do, and you can just kind of like just weigh in your opinions on anything like that you do like this similar. Is that when I first like meet a girl, right? Like this is a lot more when you're like in the attract, like when you just meet and getting to know each other part, right? And when I first meet a girl and you talk and let's say you vibe, right? And you exchange. Normally, I feel like nowadays, I feel like you exchange Instagram or like social media than phone numbers. You know what I mean? Like phone numbers seems a little bit too forward. Like so you just like do like a social media, like hey, what's your IG? It comes across like a lot more casual, you know, like it's like slightly showing interest, but like it could also just be like you trying to be friendly.
Okay.
So I just asked for their like social, like especially Instagram, right? And I would like to think like my singing is like my weapon, like I but then like you gotta be subtle about how you like present it, you know, you can't just be like, oh, I'm a great singer and then just like show it off. So what I like to do is when we follow each other, right? I give it a day or two, and then I even have this timing. Like I have this timing where I give it a day or two, and I record of me like because I normally post a cover of like of me singing normally anyway. So like they see a history of me. That's what I do, but I do always like when I meet a girl like that's really cute and we exchange Instagram. I do a recording and I post it like within a day or two, so that they see it. And I would say 99% of the times, girls do comment on that shit. Be like, oh my god, you're such a good singer. You know?
Okay.
And I feel like it's a great way to start up a conversation, you know? Like if they, like if you post it on your story, they would either react to it, or if you just post it on your IG, they like it or comment on it. So that's like one way I like to kind of like impress them and like start the conversation going with the girls that I'm interested in. You do anything like similar gimmicky like that?
maybe like subconsciously or something like. But I would just talk to the person, but if I really like them, like start up a conversation or something. I know what you're talking about though. Like you kind of like post stories and like I kind of do that, I guess though. But
it's like baiting.
conversation,
It's like baiting.
yeah. It's so like it's like I have this thing where like I call it like, are you like it's just a like just a joking term. Are you like a trapper or are you a hunter? Like you know you're like you lay your traps, you lay your traps, or do you actively go hunt? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's a trapping tactic or a tactic. You know what I'm saying? So you're like laying your traps. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh okay, I got this skill. I kind of want to like flex it. You know what I'm saying? I mean that's cool because like if that's what they're attracted to, that's cool. But yeah, that's kind of funny. I guess, have you had a situation where it kind of didn't go that way or it didn't go the way you wanted to?
I mean, if things don't go the way I wanted to, it's just they don't like it or they don't comment on it. It's just because some girls they follow like 900 people and so like it's just gonna get buried into different things.
Oh, I see.
But damn, dude, now every time I post something, people are gonna be like, "Oh, James met a cute girl" or some shit.
I'm gonna reply to it. I'm like, "Oh, who's the girl? Who's the girl?" Wait, but do you post singing on your story, or is this? Are you talking about like actual covers?
Actual covers. So I actual covers, and then if I'm like trying to double layer my trap. I post it on IG, the regular IG.
Okay.
And then I post a story of that IG, like a moment of you, because you can share a post onto your story. So like some people only check out their story.
I feel like you're going through your inside trading or like your this is like very vulnerable for you to like say these tactics, but I mean that's cool.
I mean it's okay because I honestly I would like to share with everyone that I do like to just post of me singing. I've done this since I was in high school. Okay.
Yeah. No, you're right.
It's not always because of girls.
Because that'd be crazy if there was like a cute girl like every week. Because sometimes I see like a cover every week. You know what I'm saying?
There is a cute girl every week, man. There's a lot of cute girls out there, man.
That's pretty funny. I guess what I would do in that situation, I would probably do very similar things, but maybe like not singing because because I can't sing, but yeah, probably like something else. Like if I'm skillful on like just like I don't know. Just like sharing what like hobbies or something or like something like interesting. But again, I usually go for like girls that are kind of interested in me already. So they're already like actively talking to me if they're interested. So
that's true.
It doesn't really apply to me too much.
You and I both have a very different dating style. Like polar opposite.
Yeah, it's kind of different. But it's nice. Like it's something that we could both kind of discuss, like kind of like different aspects of it. And yeah, so
that's another thing. Actually, like it's kind of a little bit off topic, but one of the reasons why I wanted to start this podcast was because I was thinking like Viet and I like make a like we have some like funny like moments, like when we like go clubbing or when we do random shit, or when we just meet people and we like psychoanalyze people and those kind of things. But I was thinking like this podcast, because we're having to like open up and tell stories and then talk about our feelings and what we learn about those kind of things. I was thinking like this would really help us like really get to know each other better too,
Yeah.
And you can like deepen our friendship too. So I thought that's another good, reason to do it.
Yeah. And another thing, again, I'm just trying to do like certain things with same thing with this. I'm just doing like random projects with like a lot of my close friends, just so I could like get to know them better and just like kind of like strengthen that bond. I totally agree with that. It's just something to do, something I feel like you could build on, a skill you could build on, and then also we're not really expecting much out of this. It's just
we're just
mostly
having
for fun. Yeah, just to like express yourself. So yeah.
Yeah. If it's just like 3 people listen to it, and hopefully more than 3.
Dude, I just want one person, Alan, our best fan, to listen to it. That's it. We
That's all
entertain
we
one
need.
person. That's it. Yeah.
He'll enjoy it.
Yeah. But
All right.
do you have any other like closing remarks or anything?
No, I just want to thank everyone for listening to our podcast. I know this is like our first one, so it's gonna be a little bit rough, a little bit awkward. We're still figuring things out, but each episode is only gonna get better.
Yeah. Again, we're the
Memory Club podcast.
it's like a book club but with memories. So sharing our cool memories. We usually set out topics and then we let our friends kind of decide which topics people want to hear, and then we go from there. So we talk about pretty much a lot of, from dating just to a lot of like life experiences, maybe jobs here and there, relationships in general, things like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like shit that happens in your life.
All right.